I'm gonna share with you today about how can we empower women to pursue their dreams and have this eagerness for education and be very eager to learn more and have this power.
Nadav, your topic seems very interesting. So Mike is with you. Please go ahead.
Actually, I'm an expert in several areas, including emotional intelligence, personal branding. I have my program called the Renew You, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, how we can improve ourselves, and anxiety management, communication skills, and women empowerment. So I have a diverse range of programs that I offer to women for the empowerment. My journey started actually in 2018, when I have started to empower women to do a lot of workshops for them and explore more about NLP. You know, NLP is the power of using our subconscious mind, which is 90% of our communication. Imagine yourself speaking and communicating in only 10% as an active communication, but also 90% is our subconscious mind. I use this passionately to introduce all the aspects of NLP. I've done a lot of workshops with schools. I've developed something called anti-bullying kit, which is specifically, talking about bullying and how to have a voice, especially for women. I did this for the teenagers. I invited everyone, for the parents and teenagers, and I did this anti-bullying kit for having this voice of women. This resulted in many workshops with the schools that I've been invited to, and resulted for me winning the NLP International as a finalist, International Awards in the education sector among 3 around the world, and also being the Woman of Wonder of 2020 as for my community contribution. So it's been a very, very long journey. However, I did it out of having a voice. So I felt like every woman has a voice, especially teenagers. Their voice is not always heard. They're not always expressing themselves. So actually, I found this as a cause for the society and the community. And knowing that also everyone is different. This is exactly what I wanted to share today with all the audience, that each and every individual is unique and different. So if we find out what is the difference and what makes people unique, we will be able to identify their strength and give them this kind of huge power that they can conquer the whole world. So actually identifying this through the communication styles of each and every individual. NLP speaking about that people have are either auditory or kinesthetic or visual. So knowing what kind of communication I need to tie this to other people, how can I tie my communication to reach them better? Knowing their learning style, knowing their communication style, and tying this as an educator or as a teacher or even in the whole society, how can we communicate better? How can we improve and capitalize on the strength of each and every individual? If we only knew this, if only this happened even in our society, in our corporates, how much is it important for the communication to reach us? We will be able to learn more and to capitalize on education in all and each and every aspect. Speaking also about the limiting beliefs, which are holding us from learning and trying new things, especially for girls. They might have a lot of sometimes with the society, some beliefs that they have been programmed at. If they only identify these beliefs and capitalize also on how they overcome these beliefs and fears, I'm sure that all the women will do wonders. Speaking today only about women, but this is all, this can be for women, this can be for men, and each and every individual. I truly believe in the strength and uniqueness of each and every individual. And this is what NLP is a tool, is again something that that one of the tools that we can use. But however, it's about the mindset. We need to have this mindset and a strong belief that each and every individual is unique in his own. Looking into our programs, visiting our beliefs, overcoming our fears, making sure that our fears are not hindering us from achieving our goals. This will all lead us to achieve and do wonders in the world, especially in our time where there is a lot of concerns and anxiety around the world now. We need to have true believe in ourselves, in our skills, in the God's talents. Each and every person has a talent that God has gifted us. So it's all about our gaining back the confidence in our strength, gaining back the confidence that we can do whatever we want to do if only we focus our mindset, which is exactly NLP is speaking about. 90% again of our mind is subconscious mind. So it's our thoughts, it's our actions, it's our beliefs, it's our values. This is all will lead us to conquer and do wonders in our world.
That's amazing. And I have a couple of questions I extracted from the common discussion. So, Nada, if you got an opportunity to become the personal coach or a development expert for the president of your country, so what you are going to feed as a neuro inputs that for women, like in your country, what you feel like is lacking, what you want to feed in his or her brain? Can you please let me know?
I will look into her programs. Every one of us has something called programming. Neuro-linguistic programming is actually how we were programmed in the past, and then what language we're speaking to ourselves is called the story. What kind of story are you telling yourself every day? Is it a good story or is it a repetitive story? Are you being in a victim mode or in a creator mode? So again, the victim mode, people sometimes they put themselves into the victim mode. They don't want to go out because it's a comfort zone. So I will look into these things first. I will see whether she has a story that she keeps telling herself so many times that she's not empowering herself to move on and go out of this kind of comfort zone. And what about her beliefs? The top 10 limiting beliefs are: I'm not good enough, I'm not powerful enough, I'm not educated enough. These are kind of stories that we speak to ourselves many times, and it's called the monkey mind. The monkey mind, have you heard about it? It's everything like the monkeys here is always like, telling you the same story every day. So this kind of negative self-talk, internal dialogue, the beliefs, everything is internally that we cannot speak about, but it's us. It's our mindset. If we dig deeper about that, this is where we can start from. Any kind of belief, by the way, is replaceable, which means if we just think about another empowering belief, it's very easy to replace it. It's not a big deal, or it's not something that is, absolutely not doable. No, it's very doable, but it's only about, Sharifa has spoken about the self-consciousness, being aware of yourself, self-awareness, and as well, Fatima, about how much you need to believe in yourself. All these things is only us that we are empowered to do. No one else will come to tell you you need to believe in yourself unless you really want to do it from your heart. You really want to do, because no one, even for us as coaches, you can say so hundreds of words, but if the person is not willing to change, you just tell them, sorry, I cannot. So it's a self-motivation, and it comes from within. So any woman who needs to change, if she doesn't have this kind of power to change and motivation, even if we say hundreds of words, it will never be going through her heart, and she will never be able to do anything. I can see so many people, like, they don't want to change, they simply just talk. They don't want to change. يعني every time I speak to them, they're still in the same story. They're not able to empower themselves to change, even with the help. If you don't have it inside you to have this kind of action, take your first action, it will probably not come.
That's it sound to me like those people who listen and don't want to change are mostly the husbands, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry, the experts.
So
No, yeah,
yeah, I was just joking. So my question is from you is there are a lot of women who want to who has already felt that they want financial independence, but somehow because of the negative atmosphere around, it can be a brother, it can be a husband, it can be a father who is actually stopping them not to be doing anything that they think. So how they can, what is your advice how to handle this kind of scenario?
I would say to the woman, do whatever you see that you need to do. If you step up and speak out, and as I said, like empowering the voice of women, speaking out, saying that I cannot tolerate this, I am not this person, I need to change. It's again, it's you have to have a rebellious but also reasonable mind. You cannot say like I will never see you again or something like. No, you have to be reasonable in your requests. I mean, you need to ask their support. You need to have their buy-in with you as well. Yani, going alone in something new is not advisory. You need to have this kind of support system around you, but also never ever, if you want to do something, never ever just sit down and do nothing. You need to speak up. You need to have a voice, and you need to convince them that this is not you. And I always say, like, our fathers, our husbands, our everyone around us, we need them. Masculine and feminine energy are very important in our life. We can never live alone without a masculine, and the masculine never. This is God's, creation for us. So we need to have this balanced, and neither be superwoman without anyone helping her, and neither be a man that he says like, I don't want any woman in my life. No, it's something that is balanced. Everyone has a role in life, and this is why we have been created to support each other again. So my advice is, get them in your in your zone, get them to support you, and never just feel that they are your enemy. They might have their programs as well, they might have their beliefs, they might have their maps. We always say the map is not the territory, which means everyone has his own map, has his own program. So this is what they knew back when they were, raised by their parents. So have some empathy towards the maps, the different perspectives, and get them with you in your whole zone to support you. Any woman, she needs support from people around her.
That's an amazing advice. So I will request you to just give your closing remarks.
I just want to say to everyone, like, never be afraid to try new things. Never say to yourself, like, how can I do this? Forget about the strategy. Just decide that you want to do whatever any kind of goals that you want to achieve. I remember in 2013, I had a lot of depression due to the loss of my mother, and I was able to really transform hugely my life, because I just felt more aware of myself, felt more aware of my strength, focusing more on being resourceful, focusing more on what I have rather than what I don't have. So if you only decide to look at what is around you and capitalize on all the resources that you have, learning new skills, and not being able to have this kind of fears that limit us, it's all in our heads. So this is really what I want to advise every woman: to challenge herself, to fight for her dreams, and to just believe in herself and what she has as strength, and just never look at the strategy. The strategy will follow, but only look at the story. What kind of story you tell to yourself.